Okay. All right. That's recording. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go over some of the same information. If you were on the little call that we did with Brandy's team and some additional people, I can't even remember when that was, just a couple nights ago. Some of the information will be similar, and I just kind of wanted to recap that because a lot of people weren't on that call, and I feel like the information could be beneficial for everyone. We talked a lot about how to get parties booked, and the correct way to message people about parties, and then also post in your parties. So anyway, especially right now, focusing on the next 2.5 weeks, we're gonna have the Black Friday bundles. We really haven't gotten a ton of information, but we know it's coming. And we have 2.5 weeks about remaining, and people are gonna be spending um time with their families and things like that with Thanksgiving and stuff. So you want to plan ahead now. You don't want to wait and then be like, well, I'm too busy because, I'm having Thanksgiving and this and that. So I am encouraging, I was going to wait and say this at the end, but I'm going to go ahead and say it now. I'm encouraging everyone to get 5 parties going between now and the end of the month. Whether you start them now and they end a little bit before the end of the month, or you start them within the next few days, but get 5 parties going. And then with those going, I mean, obviously, if you know you have parties going, you're going to have posts for your parties. And even before you get the parties booked, or right after you get the parties booked, you can start working on your posts. And I suggest keeping some generic posts for your parties. Like if you have a party going, you need a welcome video or a welcome post at least, which should be a picture of yourself or a video of yourself, just introducing yourself and saying, hey, I'm the presenter for this party, whatever. You should probably have a picture of yourself with like one eye with an epic mascara done. Another thing that I really like that I use for all my parties is a picture where my makeup's done good and I'm holding out my hand like this. Well, yeah, y'all can't really see. Anyway, and then I can like take another image or graphic and post like, whatever, or, I can put thank you and it looks like, anyway, you can use it for so many things. And when you have pictures like that, like even if you have a picture like this, you can put 2 more days left in the party, just like pop something in there and post that into your party. So do your makeup and go take some selfies. Change your shirt a few times, right? And go take some selfies. So you have those so you can post in the party. That way, whenever you get these parties going, you're not stressing every single day about, oh my gosh, what am I going to post? What can I say? I don't have a picture of myself today. Maybe today I don't have my makeup done, things like that. So get that kind of prepared, but we want to work on getting 5 parties going, because if you wait and you see these Black Friday specials and stuff and you have no parties going, yeah, you can share them with the people on your Facebook, but with nothing really going, there's a good chance that not much is going to happen, right? If you already have the events or parties going, and then you share about the deals going on in those parties, you have more people to connect with. So it's way better than just sitting back and hoping some orders come in. And something that we talked about the other day was the 4 keys to a successful party. And when you get these parties going, you want to make sure that you are coaching your hostesses to invite only like 20, 25, 30 friends. I would definitely keep it 50 or under, no more than 50. You want people to actually feel like they were personally invited, not that the hostess just like randomly added all of their friends. You want to make sure that you are doing quality posting throughout the party, and you want to do this all the time, even in your VIP pages and things like this. Make sure that your posts are teaching people something, entertaining people, providing people value in some way. Because if you are just making spammy posts or just posting information that's like You know, go check out my website, blah, blah, blah. People, they don't find value in that, and they're going to tune you out really fast. Provide them some kind of value, teach them something, show them something new. And we talked about this in Brandy's call. When people can, you know, learn something new, they are going to come back to you. If you've really made a genuine connection with them, they're going to come back to you with their makeup needs and questions and stuff, because they now trust you because you've taught them something. And you want to be consistent with your posting. If you get a party going and you don't post consistently, people will tune out because they see that you're not in the party, that you're not there. So that's another reason you want these like pre-made graphics or pictures of yourself where you can pop those in there for any time that you're kind of busy or on the run. Pop something in there so you are staying consistent and the people will see that. And the other thing that you want to make sure you're doing is connecting with your party guests. You have to be sending these people a personal message or connecting with them personally. Because if you are doing this, if you have a party end with 0 sales, it's not a failed party because you had connections in there, right? And from those connections, you could get potential sales in the future, or you have people that are now on your page watching your videos and things like that you're doing. So how are we going to get these 5 parties going, right? Because that's my challenge that I want everyone to work on. We want to message any customers that have purchased from you. You can do customer follow-ups and message people. Make sure that your customer liked the product that they purchased from you, obviously. And then from there, you can take it to, would you be interested in earning items on your wish list for free, some other items on your wish list for free, and try and get them to host a beauty bash with you. If you are not messaging customers, message people who have liked your posts or have showed interest in some of your unique posts, and just say, hey, we have some specials coming up. What would you think about hosting a beauty bash for free, or to earn items for free? Another thing that I thought was a really good tip that we talked about a few days ago was, when you are messaging somebody about hosting a party, use the word when instead of if, because when you use the word when you host a beauty bash, you are going to get blah, 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 blah. People realize, like, they think that you're confident they see that they're gonna, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. They see that you are confident that they're gonna host with you, and so in their head they're already like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna host. Like, if you say, if you host a party with me, then they're like, okay, she doesn't know if I'm going to, I can still say no, things like that. If you're saying when, it's like, we're doing this thing, let's get it started. Another thing to always remember is to use open-ended questions. Always end in a question. When can we get your party set up? Can I set up your party, Thursday or whatever? Leave it at an open-ended question, because that's going to help them respond, and hopefully respond immediately. Let's see. Pretty much I just wanted to jump on here and say, plan ahead now, and use definitely this next week for getting yourself prepared for the next following weeks that we're going to have for the end of this month. Because when you are being consistent now, it's going to help with your algorithms on, like, if you've been posting in your VIP page, if you've been posting on your main page, things like that. People are going to be seeing the posts that you're going to be making, because I'm telling you, Black Friday bundles are going to be crazy. And you want your Facebook, people seeing your post, like, super increased. Sorry, I'm trying to read this. I haven't read any of these. I don't know why, but my phone makes me go to like a different spot for the chat. Okay, let's see. Do you know when Black Friday starts on Black Friday or before? What's it been in the past? 1 per day. Cheryl, do you remember?
I think it started on Thanksgiving. I
Yeah,
want to say last year the very first one was on Thanksgiving.
that's what I'm thinking too. And then it went for like 7 days after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like
Because I think I got that one. Because
I
I was home.
remember.
It was Thanksgiving.
I could actually go back into my orders from last year and tell you guys, but
I
no, I'm on
can't.
the call. But it's something like that. I think it went like almost until the very end of the month, actually.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it was the last. You know what? Let me look in my
I
order.
remember it was 7 days.
I
Oh, wait. You
think
know
it
what? I
was
think it was
before
7
that,
days last year.
and it ended on Black Friday.
It
Was the
ended on Black
last
Friday.
one?
Yeah,
Really?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it started early.
But then how
I
did you miss
I
so
don't
many
think
of
so
them?
because I wouldn't have missed it.
Yeah, you
That
missed.
died that Monday. I wouldn't have missed the whole thing if it
Yeah,
ended on that Black Friday.
I
Yeah,
don't remember.
I think it went all the way, and then maybe
I thought it
one.
went till December 1st.
Yeah, that sounds right. And then we had a new kudos like right after that because of December 1st.
Yeah.
I think that sounds right. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look, or
I
one of
don't
us can
Because
look.
remember.
the year before that it was different because we had a
The year
Thanksgiving
before that was just
came out on
one.
Black Friday and it lasted until Cyber Monday. And then the Cyber Monday one lasted
Yeah,
from Cyber Monday till the end of the month. But I honestly, I'm not very good. I can't tell you much about last year.
Yeah, I can't really remember. I mean, that was a year ago.
so if it
Tim says on
started,
Thanksgiving Day and then 7 days went to the December 1st.
yeah, if it started on Thanksgiving and went through to December 1st, like from the 24th to the 30th, that was 7 days. And I remember there were 7 of them. But I just
Well,
went
we
back
have
and
8 this year, right? Is that what they said?
there's 8 this year.
So,
Hold on,
does
let's look.
anyone have a calendar up?
I'm looking right now.
Just closed it.
So there were 7 days in the month from Thanksgiving until. So if we jump to this November, there's 8 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 days starting on Thanksgiving. So it'll run from Thanksgiving through November 30th. There'll be a new one every day, most likely.
Yeah, that sounds probably right. Does anyone have any questions? I kind of wanted to just open it up to see if anyone had any questions or where you guys feel like you could get help, maybe with getting parties going or I don't know. Nothing. That's okay.
Thanksgiving is last year on Thanksgiving. I didn't end up. I mean, I did technically do them, but I didn't do them. I think actually Brandy and Becca and everybody posted in my parties. Pam posted in my parties for me. But I had
remember that.
10 parties going for Black Friday. Like I had 10 parties all scheduled.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's an easy time to get people to book. It's definitely everyone that I reached out to. Pretty much everyone I reached out to said yes, and then I was like, crap, I already have 10 parties. I gotta stop. I don't
Yeah.
know if I can handle more than this.
I think I had 10 or 15 going. I can't remember. And then I was trying to post in Cheryl's as well, which a few of us were posting in Cheryl's. But, if you have a party going and you need like post 2 to 3 times a day in your party, even if I was posting or other people were posting, we were just barely covering everything. But I remember I was posting like 20 to 25 parties while I was Black Friday shopping, while I was having Thanksgiving, while I was doing everything else. But that's why I say plan ahead, because I know you're going to be doing things, or most likely, you'll be doing things with your family and stuff like that. So you want to plan ahead now so you're not scrambling later.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously we can probably count on one of your posts for the day being the kudos. So, or the
special.
or whatever, the special. So you have, just a couple other posts that you should be making a day, but focus on just like products that are your favorite or or some winter must-haves or things like that. So but
And
that
really, it's just as easy to have 3 or 4 parties going as it is one, truthfully.
Yeah. Yeah. It is, especially when you have a post. I mean, if you're going to take the time to make a post for one party, it's really easy to copy the wording or almost copy the wording, and say essentially the same thing and post essentially the same pictures.
Yeah, and it would be a good idea, just looking at the calendar, if you're going to have multiple parties going, to start them all on like the 21st or 22nd. That way they run through all the days of the specials. So
Yeah.
that,
What? So the 21st or 22nd, that's when, yeah, that would be good.
yeah.
It would be good too, potentially, if it ran through December 1st, so they also had a chance at the new kudos.
That's why I said I think the 21st would still put you. The 22nd definitely would, but I'm not sure about. I never know, because I feel like sometimes I actually get 11 days out of a party.
I do too.
Don't
I'm
you?
glad
I
it's
feel
not
like I get 11 days out of a party. I don't feel like they're 10 days. I feel like they're actually 11.
26, 27,
I think so.
I feel like the first day doesn't actually count.
1, 3, 4, 5,
I think
6.
that's what it is.
I would start on the 22nd probably. Obviously, you can still have parties between now and then,
Yeah.
with people, but. And yeah, even post something in your VIP group. And if you have, like, I don't know about you guys, but I have a ton of half off items. So you can always tell people, like, if you have extra half off items you're willing to give away or anything like that, you can always say, like, hey, everybody who hosts is going to get a half off item directly from me. And then if their party qualifies, you don't have to give them one of yours, right? Then they've earned their own. And if it doesn't, then they always have a fallback that they're going to earn something. Or if you don't do, and this can only be offered in VIP, remember, but
Or a private message.
Yeah, or a private message. But if you don't do something like that, you can always say, like, I'll gift you a face mask sample or something like that. You can direct ship a face mask sample for $2.50. That's not that much. I mean, if you make one single sale in the party, you've got yourself covered on your $2.50 face mask.
Yeah. Norel, I like to keep my parties running. Like, if I'm going to have a bunch, I like to have them run at the same time, because then I can copy and paste easy. And I don't have to worry about, like, have I already posted about this in that group? Or what have I posted in there? What have I not? If I have them all running at the same time, it's the same post going in each party. It makes it super, super simple.
Yeah. The only thing I will say about that is make sure you kind of, like, I try and, like, give myself a little period of time to post the same post, because if you're copying and pasting into a bunch of groups at the same time, Facebook could flag you. So you might, post and then wait a couple of minutes and then post again, or you could do, know what posts you're going to do, like 3 posts or 2 posts throughout the day, and post half the, one post and half the other post, and then flip it. But yeah, I do find yes, that's another good point, Kim. The website could definitely crash. It's gonna have a ton of people on it at one time, and I don't know. We're gonna have to really see. The very first day is gonna be like a trial and error, I guess, because last year it was pretty much you got your place in line and then saw if the product was still available. Who knows? This year maybe they've planned for it and have plenty. That would be great. But I guess we'll just have to see. I have no idea. No idea how it's gonna go. And who knows what these bundles are gonna be. Who thinks they have exclusive products in them? I hope. That'd be awesome. Does anyone else have any questions or anything else you feel like we need to talk about? I mean, I just wanted to do kind of a shorter call so you guys had time to maybe even go work on messaging people about getting some parties started, or coming up with some posts for your VIP group that could be leading up to getting some parties on the books, things like that. Can we hear the other? Yeah, anyone can unmute themselves and talk, Kim, I think. If anyone has a question, I don't know.
Now, I will say I went and got a little Christmas tree from Target. I showed it in one of my lives the other day. And I took a picture with it today with like 4 of my favorite products in front of it. And I posted it in some of my parties, but I think I might use that to try to book as well.
Mm-hmm. That's a cute idea. Really cute idea. Yeah, you can do a number of things, but
I'm doing a hostess challenge, like a battle of the hostesses type challenge.
oh,
For
that's a really good idea.
Someone's gonna get a bunch of free makeup, but everybody has to have $100 in sales in order to even qualify for it.
Can I be a hostess?
No, sorry. I should have put on there no why sister.
Well, I commented at
I'm
Thanksgiving.
glad you did though, because that's just the algorithm thing.
Yeah.
I have a current hostess who just commented.
That's okay.
And someone who just hosted for me like 2 weeks ago who just commented.
That's okay.
And we just talked about that the other night too. If you had someone that just hosted a party for you and they are interested in hosting again, let them host again, because guess what? They can pick 50 new friends and invite them to the party.
That's the benefit of
most people have.
Well, and the other thing about doing it over Thanksgiving is that they can be talking to people that they're at things with. You know, they can or they can talk to people about what they're excited about. And if they have incentive to be selling good, they might be willing to talk to people face to face about these products.
Exactly.
That's really
then
true.
Once they collect a bunch of sales for you, then you turn around and go, see, you're good at this.
Why aren't you doing this with me?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I think the Battle of the Hostess thing sounds good.
Yep.
I might steal your idea.
Go.
Well, unless
Are you okay?
anyone has any other questions.
What happened?
Does anyone else have any other questions? If not, we'll hop off here. And the other thing I was going to say is I am going to make some kind of post. I'll have to figure it out exactly in the Glam Girls page on accountability, so we can try and, post when we get our parties booked, so we can kind of keep track, because I really feel like us posting when we've done our live videos has really helped us stay accountable to each other. So we're just going to post in there. Yes.
It's kept me accountable through the weekend, because I don't normally go live on the weekend.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks,
today I was really thinking all day about skipping it. But then I was like, okay, I have that team call in a few minutes, and I can't not have gone live for the day. What can we do really, really fast?
Yeah, exactly. I know. Both the nights that I didn't want to go live, I'm like, I'm putting on a face mask.
Yep.
But if you guys have not been going live, it's not too late. Just take the time, go live, talk about something for a few minutes, and get that interaction boosted on your page, because it's going to help, get your exposure, I guess, up for these next few weeks when you're posting about the deals and stuff going on. And one other thing I will share is there is going to be a ton of graphics put out by corporate, like every single day when there's a new special, they're going to post the graphics. Do not post those graphics. If you do, add a border, add your website or something.
Okay, Becca blanked out. Do not use those graphics.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, don't use those graphics. You will get put in Facebook jail. So you don't want that. Make sure you, if you have the products, take a picture of the products yourself, get in one of the graphics groups, and people will be posting other pictures of the products bundled together.
Throw a logo, throw a name, throw something on there.
Yeah.
To change it up.
They will get marked as spam, and if you share it, then there's a good chance you can get put in Facebook jail. And trust me, you don't want to be in Facebook jail, especially when you have your parties going.
No.
Yeah, that would be terrible. So I will make an accountability post in the Glam Girls. Like I said, if you guys haven't been going live, go live and post on our live thread. But I'm going to make a post for when we get our, yeah, exactly, Kim. So make a, I'm going to make a post to the, sorry guys, I keep trying to read and talk. I'm going to make a post, and whenever you get a party booked, post it on there, and we're going to be shouting each other out so we all get these parties booked and ready to make some extra holiday cash.
Was there a number? Did you have a number of parties? That's what I thought. Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
Cinco.
And on the lives, y'all, they don't have to be makeup related. Like Heather's gone live at the gym. Like, hey, look what's going on at CME this week. It doesn't have to be makeup related. Like I went live yesterday talking about a job interview. And people are curious about what's going on in your life. Like I had more people hop on there who had never been on my lives before and never commented, who wanted to know what happened at the job interview.
Yeah, my live about recycling has had the most views. And my live about recycling and my live about at the German place at the grocery store when I was showing how they did their recycling. People were interested in that. But I was talking to my husband and I was like, I think people like it because they get to see into my life and they get to see that I'm not just makeup, but then I'm also doing these makeup lives, and so they get to see both. Like, and I feel like people are actually getting to learn, because I always think, okay, they're on my Facebook, like they know me, most of the people anyway, know me. They know like how I am and who I am and stuff. But when you actually go live and you put yourself out there, people are like getting to see your personality more. They get to hear my stupid jokes. They get to see my stupid faces I make on live. So I feel like people are connecting with me more. And because of that, Narelle, your kids are so cute.
Sorry, I'm playing with the kids over here.
I know.
That's adorable.
But because of that, people, I don't know, they're just connecting with me overall more, I guess. So face your fears, go live. But anyway, that's all I have. If nobody has any questions, we'll jump off here. I think we're good.
I think we're good.
All right, guys, have a wonderful week, and let us know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you guys later.
Good night.
Good night.